8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna.
What's up, guys? Masta Styles here, bringing you another episode in the Let's Play Eternal Evolution series. And if you're loving the intro video, make sure you hit that like button. But let's get straight to it. So first off, it's day 2 of the event, and like I said, I try to get out these videos on Fridays. So as you can see here, I am gonna try to pick up a copy of the new hero. I did get Batuo already because I completed the story and I had to record it and I got it mixed up with the other recording of my main video. So now that Summon Arena is here, what I've been doing is the resources that I get from here, I pretty much purchase the tempering materials needed to take your gears to Immortal. There's also the events that are still in the game, you know, details gathering, and of course Gamuzo's bell. The thing about those, you know, most people don't really care about that because those are old events. They're still there in the game. And one thing I did lose a video for was the summoning of Ryzeris. I got Ryzeris from summoning on the Astro tickets, so I was already at 50. You can go check it out in the other video if you want to confirm it. And I got me an extra copy of her, which is great because now I don't have to pretty much go ahead and waste my limited tickets to summon. And I am gonna pass on summoning for this week because I already have a copy of her, and this is what I've been doing, you know, is pretty much collecting the triple S's, and then eventually I will try to start building them out by getting, you know, gene hybrids. As you can see, I already have 2 there, which is great. And eventually I'll start focusing on each hero. I do want this new assassin, but let's take a look at our heroes. We're already past that 200 threshold. We're now going to need to pass the 220, and then after that it's level 240. You can see that I have Batuo there, and I just need a couple more of those tickets to see if I can get a copy of the new assassin hero. And like I said in the last episode, that I wasn't going to use these Astro tickets, and they're still here. So as you can see, my count there reset it, and pretty much now I can try to get more Astro tickets and try to get another triple S. As you can see here in Endless Battle, I end up finishing number 7, and I'm holding on to the rest of those tickets because I have a feeling that in the next Endless Battle they're going to change some of those heroes. So here we're gonna see if we can actually get a copy of Ryzeris or a gene hybrid, which would be huge. So I know they didn't put the new hero in here, but you gotta think about it this way. You see the gene hybrid there can be used on any other hero, which is kind of a good thing. So I already spoke about this, where, you know, if you get to 60 you get Batuo, that's kind of a major hit. So you kind of want to get the new assassin, which would be great. And obviously you can get a gene hybrid here, so you technically kind of want to pull for 80. And you know, this thing here, I still haven't worked out the kinks and understanding it. This, the team that I'll run on this, I'll show you a little bit later, but right now I'm just trying to, you know, actually I'm gonna end up building out Batuo because he's free. And like I said, I am continuing the free to play trend. And one other thing too is that I could save the tickets here and wait till the next heroes come out and then try to get the copy there. I don't know if they're gonna change the heroes inside the store, or I could pick up a copy of Ravenna, which I'm probably not. But this is a team that I ran. I am gonna speed this up a little bit because, you know, like I said in the video that I made about this whole incursion, is that, you know, the first minute is where you do most of your damage. The second minute is somehow your damage is nullified, so you don't make as much damage as you would. And here, one little trick that I do to make Gobo bigger and make him do more damage forcibly is to run the Madness set, because the summons or the pebbles die faster, so that makes Gobo become bigger. So that's one thing you could do. This is the one place where you can actually run the Madness set, which would be in your benefit to make Gobo bigger, because a boss doesn't really do that much damage. Another thing is, if you don't have the new heroes yet, you want to use your biggest damage dealer. I don't have Dominic, so Sif is my heavy hitter. As you can see, look at the damage. She's outpacing everybody. Surprisingly, Daniel did a lot of damage here, so I threw him in there. And for me, it's more so just using my biggest damage dealers to try to get as much points as I can, because again, every day you're getting red runes, and I'm very big on red runes, especially when you're at low levels. You want to continue to stack those up so you can eventually get your heroes to Immortal and bring them to EX30. So, very easy battle, very straightforward. And I got 7 million points. For me, it doesn't really necessarily matter, because I don't think I'm going to do too well here, because, this is the top people on multiple servers. It's not the same server that I'm on, so it's all good. I'm just going to continue to do it every day, get a couple of red runes, and that's about it, and see where it goes. See, I'm already at 42 there for the tickets, the purple tickets that you need to purchase the hero, or you can get the bottle or Ravenna. I would suggest, either you save it or you pretty much purchase Batuo, even though you're going to get a couple copies of him for free. And if you purchase the pass, then you'll get, 2 additional copies of him. So it's up to you. It's $29, but for this account, I'm not spending any money. I'm continuing to keep that true. And as you can see, my triple S's continue to increase. And of course, I love the fact that they do give you one of the new heroes for free. I'm very interested to see what they're going to do in the next following 2 weeks. And I hope Twilight Land returns, because I'm interested to see how well my Sif is going to do. Like I mentioned, I already finished the story. So the next chapter, whenever that comes out, we'll get 10 of those recruitment tickets that we desperately need. And like I said before, it's all comes down to luck on if you get the assassin or you get Batuo. You get Batuo, that's a bad draw. My main account did get the assassin, which is good. I already have her at legendary 2 for Summon Arena. I want to see how far this account can go. And like I stated, when it comes to the Let's Play Eternal Evolution, I want to see how far I can go with a free-to-play account. And pretty much I lost to 2 here, which is fine with me. It looks like I'm going to progress, but beyond here, I think that's probably as far as we'll go, because now the power level is going to be higher. But I did go in here and I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick these up. I'm only going to pick up 20, because I want to save those other 500 coins or tokens or whatever you want to call it to pick up limited tickets, because that's what would only make sense. And as you can see, my triple S's continue to go up. And what I did too was I brought one of her gears to Immortal, because again, and I picked the one that has health and attack, because that's the best move there. And I made sure I put the one that could work with the Madness set, because eventually what I could do is bring up the Madness set piece to Immortal by utilizing Summit Arena. So that's another way for you to, farm the Immortal gears without doing those higher levels of the Katosian Triangle. And I think that's a great tip, because I'm going to use it going forward, because now every time Summit Arena comes out, I know that I can pick up the materials needed to temper my gear, which is pretty cool. And I'll also do that on my main account, obviously. But you have to choose in your own situation, because for you the tickets may be more worthwhile, but for me right now, I'm not really doing any summons. I know I'm gonna end up getting tickets somehow or some way. Like I said in the previous episode, that the resources that would be needed for this event, you'll be able to get them. And I was right. So I don't feel bad that I summoned for Rickard and also Jaina and Fiona. That was just the right call for me to make. It may be wrong a week from now, but as of right now, I'm right, because as you can see, I'm not even summoning this week. I would be really upset if I would have held on to those tickets and pretty much, had missed out on Rickard and Jaina. So if you didn't summon for last week, hopefully, next week everything would work out in your favor. And I wish you nothing but the best. But for me, I'm glad that I ended up doing those summons the way that I did. Of course, here, checking out the guild boss, I still can't do anything to this guild boss here. It's pretty bad, and because, like I said, I don't have good assassin. Hopefully they bring out a Dominic banner next week. That would be good, because then I'll just summon for him, and I'll definitely throw those 2 Jaden hybrids right at him without even batting an eye. But if I pick up the new assassin hero, I'll probably build her out, and then she could be, my new Dominic. But here, I was just checking to see if I use my attacks so I can get those additional rewards from this. And this is one of the other things that I've talked about it and I touched on it, but this is one thing you want to focus on, building this out. This is where you get your bonus stats. You want to make sure you do all of this. Focus on the team that use the most, and then the team that you use after that. So you want to build out your 3 teams. So for me, the main one that I obviously focus on is my summoners, because my summoners are my main damage dealers. So I have them here. As you can see, I have the attack pretty much maxed out until I can get all of them to get to 20, and then I can bring it to max. But for a low level account, that being at 20, that's very high. Also worked on my tanks because of Teresh. And another thing you could do too is making sure you do it for the heroes that you use the most. That's another tip for building this out. And obviously you got to do the guild hunt to get those extra gene model. Of course, it's another quick episode. And if you're liking the Let's Play Eternal Evolution series, you want to make sure you subscribe so you don't miss another episode, and help me get to 100 subscribers. I would really appreciate that. So without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next one, peace.